Hello everyone, I am Dr. Shankar De, and in this session we will discuss rest of the instruments of surgery. So this is part 2 video for surgery instruments. We have previously discussed many instruments of surgery in part 1 video, and in this session we will discuss rest of the surgery instruments. So this is our first instrument. This is Humbe's knife. This instrument is Humbe's knife. This instrument is also called as screen grafting knife. So this is Humbe's screen grafting knife. So this instrument is available with a cutting blade, and that blade is used to shave off a layer of skin, and that shaved skin is used in skin grafting. So this Humbe's knife with a cutting blade this Humbe's knife with this cutting blade is used to shave off a layer of skin that is used in skin grafting. So this is Humbe's skin grafting knife used for skin grafting. Next, this instrument is Volkmann's spoon or scoop. So this instrument is Volkmann spoon or scoop. This is a long metallic instrument. So this is a long metallic instrument with a spoon like ends with sharp edges. So this is long metallic instrument with spoon like ends, and this spoon like end is having sharp edges. Uses of these instruments are: it is used to curate a chronic abscess cavity either in bone or in soft tissue. So it is used to curate a chronic abscess cavity either in bone or in soft tissue. Second, it may be used to curate a sinus or a fistula tract. So it may be used to curate a sinus or fistula tract. Third, it may be used to curate an aneurysmal bone cyst. So it may be used to curate an aneurysmal bone cyst. So these are the uses of this instrument. Volkmann spoon or scoop. This instrument is sterilized by autoclaving method. So this instrument is sterilized by autoclaving. Next, these are Kelly's rectal speculum or proctoscope. So these instruments are Kelly's rectal speculum or proctoscope. Uses of these instruments are: this proctoscope may be used for diagnostic or therapeutic purposes. First, diagnostic uses. By proctoscopic examination, it is possible to diagnose many conditions like diagnosis of piles. The pile mass protrudes into the lumen of proctoscope. So diagnosis of pile can be done by this proctoscope. Next, anal or rectal polyp may be seen protruding into the lumen of proctoscope. So anal or rectal polyp may be diagnosed with this instrument. Carcinoma of anal canal or rectum may appear as a proliferative mass or an ulcerating lesions during proctoscopic examination. Diagnosis of ulcerative colitis. Associated proctitis may appear as red congested mucosa which bleeds to touch, and in some cases pseudopolyps may be seen in case of ulcerative colitis. Next, the internal opening of a perianal fistula may be seen, or a apex of an intussusception may be seen in the anal canal through the proctoscope. So diagnostic uses of proctoscopic examination or proctoscope are diagnosis of piles, anal or rectal polyp, carcinoma of the anal canal, carcinoma of rectum, diagnosis of ulcerative colitis, diagnosis of internal opening of perianal fistula, and apex of intussusception. So these are the diagnosis uses of proctoscope or Kelly's rectal speculum. Now therapeutic uses. This instrument is used during injection sclerotherapy of piles. The injection is made at the base of the pile mass visualized through the proctoscope. So this is used during sclerotherapy of piles. Next, it can be used during polypectomy and it is used while taking a biopsy from the rectal or anal growth. So therapeutic uses includes sclerotherapy of piles during polypectomy or during taking biopsy from a rectal or anal growth or mass. So these are the uses, diagnostic and therapeutic uses of proctoscope or Kelly's rectal speculum. This instrument is also sterilized by autoclaving method. Next, this is Foley's balloon catheter, two-way Foley's balloon catheter. So this is two-way Foley's balloon catheter. Three ways Foley's balloon catheter is also available. Three ways Foley's balloon catheter is usually used for bladder wash. So this is two ways Foley's balloon catheter. The side channel, this side channel is used to inflate the balloon present here, and there is a valve in the side channel. The main channel, this is side channel, this channel is used to inflate the balloon, and this is main channel is used for drainage of urine. This is two ways Foley's balloon catheter. Three ways variant is also available, that is used for bladder wash. Uses of this two ways Foley's balloon catheter are for relief of retention of urine by urethral catheterization. It may be used for suprapubic cystostomy. It may be used for tube nephrostomy. It may be used for urethral catheterization following urethroplasty. It may be used for urethral catheterization following open prostatectomy for drainage of bladder. It may be used for drainage of bladder to monitor the urine output in critically ill patient. It may be used for gastrostomy or jejunostomy. It may be used for tube cecostomy. It may be used for cholecystostomy. It may be used for tube thoracostomy for drainage of empyema or hemothorax or pneumothorax. So uses of Foley's balloon catheter includes relief of retention of urine, suprapubic cystostomy, tube nephrostomy, urethral catheterization following urethroplasty or open prostatectomy for drainage of bladder, gastrostomy, jejunostomy, tube cecostomy, cholecystectomy and thoracostomy. So these are the uses of Foley's balloon catheter. Next, this is BP handle. This is BP handle. This instrument is BP handle, and this is surgical blade. BP handle or Bart Parker handle. This BP handle or Bart Parker handle is a flat stainless steel instrument for attaching scalpel blade. So this is flat stainless steel instrument for attaching this surgical blade. What are the uses of BP handle and blade? This BP handle and blade, after attaching the blade with this BP handle, it is used to make incisions for any operation. The blade number 20, 21, 22, 23 and 24 have wide shaft, are used for larger incision and dissection. And blade number 15, this is blade number 15. Here you can see blade number, this is blade number 15. 15 is written here, so this is blade number 15, has a narrow shaft. So this blade has a narrow shaft used for smaller incision while excising a sebaceous cyst or during venesection. And blade number 20, 21, 22, 23 and 24 have wide shaft and are used for larger incision and dissection. This blade is also used for incision and drainage of an abscess. The blade number 11 is also known as staff knife, used to incise the skin for drainage of an abscess. It is used to incise the skin for inserting drains. So these are the uses of BP handle and blade. Next question is, apart from making skin incision, where else the scalpel is used? The scalpel is also used for sharp dissection to raise skin flaps during mastectomy, incisional hernia repair, during thyroidectomy, and radical neck dissection. The scalpel is also used to divide the cystic duct and artery during cholecystectomy after these are ligated. The renal and splenic pedicle may also be divided by a scalpel after ligature during nephrectomy or splenectomy. Blade number 11 is also used for incision and drainage of abscess. So these are the uses of scalpel or surgical blade and Burt Parker handle. Next, this is skin staplers. Different skin staplers containing preloaded skin staples are available. These skin staplers contain preloaded staples are available in a pre-sterilized pack. These skin staplers are used for skin approximation in different skin incision. So this is skin staplers with preloaded staples. These are available in a pre-sterilized pack, and these stapler are used for skin approximation in different skin incision following surgery. So this is skin staplers. Next, this instrument is Mayer's scissor. This instrument is Mayer's scissor. Various forms are available like Mayer's curved variety scissor or straight variety scissor. So this is slightly curved variety. So Mayer's scissors are available in various forms like straight variety, curved variety, either blunt pointed scissor or sharp pointed. So various forms are available like Mayer's curved blunt pointed scissor. This is Mayer's curved blunt pointed scissors. Other forms are curved sharp pointed, blunt pointed straight, or sharp pointed straight. So various Mayer's scissors are available. What are the uses of this Mayer's scissor? Mayer's scissors are used for cutting suture. These scissors are mainly used for cutting sutures. This instrument is also used during appendicectomy to split the internal oblique and transverse abdominis muscle. After incising the external oblique aponeurosis, the scissors are thrust through the internal oblique and transverse abdominis muscle with the blades in close position, and then the blades are opened up and the muscles are thus split up. So this instrument is also used during appendicectomy to split the internal oblique and transverse abdominis muscle. These are used to cut tough structures like linea alba, external oblique aponeurosis, anterior and posterior rectus sheath during entry into abdomen by midline, paramedian or subcostal incision. This instrument may be used to cut dressings. This may be used to cut a corrugated rubber sheet drain. So uses of this Mayer's scissor includes used for cutting sutures, used to cut a corrugated rubber sheet drain, used to cut dressing, used to cut tough structure like linea alba, aponeurosis and rectus sheath, and also used during appendicectomy to split the internal oblique and transverse abdominis muscle. Our next instrument is Heath suture cutting scissor. So this is Heath suture cutting scissor. These are fine scissor carved on angle type. So these are fine scissor carved on angle type. The blades are small. These blades are small, sharp, and at the tip there are serration. The serration at the tip allow gripping of the suture material. What is the use of this instrument? This is used to cut the sutures on the skin or mucosal surface. So this is suture cutting forceps. As the name, suture cutting scissor. So this instrument is used to cut the sutures on the skin or the mucosal surface. The suture is held up by a dissecting forceps, and one blade of this stitch cutting scissor is inserted into the loop of the suture, and the suture is cut close to the entrance of the suture into the skin, and then the suture is pulled outside. The exposed part of the suture does not pass through the depth of the wound during removal of the suture. The serration present over the tip of the blade helps in holding the suture during removal. So this is Heath suture cutting scissor used to remove suture from skin and mucosal surface. So what is the sterilization procedure for this instrument? Heath suture cutting scissors are sterilized by keeping them in concentrated Lysol for 1 hour or diluted Lysol for 24 hours. So this instrument is sterilized by dipping it in a concentrated Lysol for 1 hour or dilute Lysol for 24 hours. Boiling or an autoclaving damages the sharpness of this instrument. So sharpness of this instrument is damaged by autoclaving and or boiling. So the boiling and autoclaving is usually not done for sterilizing this instrument. So this is all about rest of the surgical instruments. So for more such clinical videos, don't forget to subscribe my channel. Stay tuned for the next video. We will upload next video, and the topic will be instruments of orthopedics. So don't forget to subscribe the channel, and if you love this video, please like, share and comment. Thank you, and in the next video we will come up with instruments of orthopedics. Thank you once again.